Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Football Daily Weekly. Lovely to have you looking at us. We've got Nick from Squawka here and our very own Adam.
Hello,
back again. Always a pleasure. We're doing a Q&A session here. You've been sending in some of your questions. Thank you very much for them. So we're going to kick off with the first one. What does Arsenal's win mean for the Gunners' season?
Well, it means that they can get some momentum again. They've managed to go on downward spirals generally around February. This is a very, very big win for them because it's the sort of game that in recent seasons they've been losing. Some would say that they were quite lucky to win. Liverpool had twice as many shots on target as Arsenal did during the game, but they battled through, and I think it's something for them to build on and hopefully, you know, kickstart. Any sort of success for them would be getting second or third, really, but they want to stay in the title challenge as long as possible.
I think, yeah, it gives them a chance to win some silverware. I don't think they're going to win the league. I think it's going to be City or Chelsea. I think they're going to get knocked out by Munich in the Champions League.
Yeah.
So I think it's a good chance for them, good opportunity to win some silverware and sort of get that winning mentality back that's been missing for, how long is it now? Is it 7, 8?
Maybe even 9 years.
Maybe even 9, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nick's
It's
an
counting.
Arsenal fan,
Get a few early digs in from Spurs fan there. Well, staying on the Arsenal-Liverpool theme, we've got a question saying Arsenal and Liverpool combined 11. A combined 11.
Tough.
Szczesny has to be in goal, I think. In fact, I'd have the whole Arsenal back five. I don't know what you guys think.
I wouldn't disagree with that, to be honest.
Despite conceding 5 against
Despite conceding 5 against Liverpool. But
not a Skirtle for his goal-scoring ability?
No, I just think Per Mertesacker and Koscielny, they're a great defensive partnership. In midfield, I don't know. It's
Henderson's been great, hasn't he?
Henderson's been fantastic this season.
Gerrard as well.
Flamini's made a big difference to Arsenal.
Yeah, there's a lot of options.
There is a lot of options.
Henderson's actually created just as many goal-scoring opportunities as Gerrard this season.
How's about that?
Gerrard's got 9 assists because his set pieces are that on point. I definitely have Henderson in there.
Over Gerrard.
Actually, I'd go for 3-man midfield of Ramsey, Gerrard, and Henderson.
Right.
I know, that sounds a bit weird, I know,
no,
and I am an Arsenal fan, but I just think Gerrard sits there and Ramsey and Henderson just run around.
Yeah.
And just do all of his running for him.
Do their stuff.
Yeah.
I'll probably put in, if you're going that way, I'd put in Ozil over Ramsey maybe.
Would you?
Henderson's got the industry, Ozil's got the creativity.
What about wide? Sterling, surely.
You might have to go for Liverpool, wouldn't you? The whole front three maybe.
So I was going to put Ozil, Sturridge and Suarez up top, with Ramsey, Gerrard and Henderson. That was my thing. I don't think you can break up Suarez and Sturridge. It's an incredible combination.
Yeah, we'll go with something what they said then. I'm sure there was an 11 in there somewhere. Now, what do you make of the Wenger and Mourinho war of words? The mind games have been cranked up, haven't they? He's been quiet, Mourinho, this season compared to what he was a few years ago when he came here. Until now, we think because a number of months ago it was almost like who are you and what have you done with Jose Mourinho, but he's certainly back with a vengeance in the press room. Would you agree, Nick?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he just came out and just blitzed Wenger. I mean, he really went for the jugular. It was funny when it shots fired. When the quote came out, I just thought it was hilarious. It came out of nowhere. But
is he a failure expert or something?
Expert in failure.
Specialist
in failure. That's what it was.
What do you reckon, Adam? Is Mourinho getting the better of the other managers, or does it not matter?
I don't know if it matters. I mean, the question is, what's he trying to achieve by saying that? Is he trying to get under Wenger's skin? Is he trying to unsettle Arsenal?
Or perhaps take the pressure off his own players and bring the spotlight on him?
That's what I'd argue, definitely.
Everyone realises what he's doing though. He said Chelsea are the little horse in the title race, didn't he? Which is just ridiculous. Everyone knows, what he's trying to do. So, I don't know, I think it's a lack of class, I think, and I think it's a lack of respect for Wenger. I'm a Tottenham fan, so.
But a bit of entertainment, though, Nick.
Oh yeah, great. It's great to have entertainment. I mean, he maybe overstepped the mark a little bit, but I don't think Wenger would have given it a lot of time of day.
Well, piling on through the questions, who would you predict would be in the Premier League top 4? Top 4?
Unfortunately, I think it's going to be the way it is now. I think Liverpool are going to beat Tottenham to the top 4. I'm hopeful that we can sort of overtake them, but I think it's going to be either City or Chelsea to win the title, Arsenal 3rd, and Liverpool 4th. I think.
Would you agree with that, Nick?
I couldn't agree more.
There you go.
I think Man City to win it. Man City to win it. That's the only clarification I make.
Okay. Thoughts on Tottenham's season and league position at the end of the season? Adam, got to come to you for that one.
I'm very happy at the moment. I think
Sherwood's done a good job.
Yeah, definitely. I think everyone's talking about how Liverpool title challengers, how well they've been playing, but they're only 3 points ahead of Spurs. So I think Sherwood's done a really good job. He's shown he's not as tactically naive as perhaps some people said he was. He sort of changed it up and adapted the tactics and the systems to different opponents. So yeah, I'm hopeful. I'm optimistic that we can make the top 4, but yeah, it's going to be tough to beat Liverpool to it, I think.
Yeah, Nick, would you agree?
Well, Sherwood's got the best win percentage of any EPL manager ever after 10 games, which is it's a really good record.
Yeah.
And he's shown himself to be very good at motivating certain players. He's brought through some young players. Bentaleb, I think, has been quite good. Well. Sherwood has kind of benefited from 2 things: the fact that there was a squad already there, the fact that he's a good motivator, and the third thing, crucially, is that Adebayor was playing for a new contract.
Yes.
It's that time of year again.
Yeah. Well, that cannot be understated.
Yeah, exactly.
Cannot be understated. Other end of the league table, who do you think will be relegated at the end of the season?
Not Crystal Palace.
Not Crystal Palace. Yeah, you've got some stats about Crystal Palace.
I do. I have some stats about Crystal Palace.
Tell the world's public.
Tell the world's public. So, since Tony Pulis has come in charge for Ian Holloway, their possession per game on average has gone down from 45% to 43%. That's very low. Their pass accuracy has gone down from 75%, which is low, to 69%,
which is even lower.
Which is terrible. But since he came in charge, they've been averaging 1.75 points per game.
Yeah.
If they continue at this current rate, they will finish the season on 45 points, which is deemed well above the 40-point sort of benchmark for survival. It'd be, when you think about it, it'd be an incredible survival if they managed to pull it off.
But it's been instant, really, with Pulis coming in there, and those stats back up the stereotype of the way Pulis plays, Adam, doesn't it? Not so pretty, but he gets results, and he could well keep Crystal Palace in the league.
I think they'll stay up. Yeah, I think it's going to be Fulham that are going to go down. I think Cardiff probably. They've lost, I think, is it 7 of their last 10? I think
something like that.
They're not looking too good. And it's either going to be, I think it's going to be Norwich or Sunderland or West Brom. I think they're
one of 3.
Yeah, I think out of those 3, I had a quick look at their fixtures. I think Norwich probably.
But it is tricky because a few weeks ago everyone probably thought West Ham, and they've seemed to have turned it around.
They can turn it around, but Norwich sort of show no signs of this whole. They haven't played well really all season, so they haven't shown any sign that they can turn it around really.
Yeah, Nick, just say.
I think Swansea are the outside bet alongside Sunderland and Cardiff for me.
Is anyone from
Do you think Fulham will turn it around? Do you?
Sorry, I meant to say Fulham and Cardiff.
Yeah, okay, right.
Whoops. Who do you think is going to go down?
I think it will be Fulham, Cardiff, and one other. I think possibly Norwich. I think you might have a point there. Sadly, you don't want to see everybody go down, but I'm afraid that's the way the league goes. Who should Manchester United replace Vidic with, Adam?
I think Matt Hummels is probably who all the United fans want him to sign. I don't know if that'll actually happen, how realistic that is. Thinking Dejan Lovren from Southampton. He's looked very good this season.
Okay.
He'd be a reasonable
and realistic
option
as well.
Yeah, and realistic. So yeah, it's going to be tough to replace him, I think. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see who they bring in.
Yeah, Lovren's a good shout. I didn't think of that.
Yeah, I didn't think of that either. That's
Nick,
a very good idea.
Who would you go for?
Well, the thing is that they've got Smalling, Jones, and Johnny Evans, and none of them have really got up to the level that Ferdinand and Vidic are at, and Man United are potentially going to lose both. One name I'd sort of pluck out from left field, well, not that left field, is Joel Veldman, who's the Ajax Amsterdam centre-back. In Holland, they are raving about this guy. He's 22, he's quick, he's strong. He's not very tall, but he's very good positionally. He loves to get forwards. He's really good on the ball, and with Stefano Denswil, they formed an incredible partnership, and the real ball-playing centre-backs in a league which normally in the past couple of seasons hasn't really allowed that. So I think that could be one that sort of comes out of left field if Moyes is looking for sort of an option for the future.
That's more likely, isn't it, than a big money signing. Well, thank you very much for your questions. I hope we answered them to the best of our abilities. We'll be back later on in the week talking about Champions League, previewing all the upcoming fixtures, so we'll see you then.